This week you will revise your paper and you will do a peer response like you did in your last paper. One of the differences this week is that I would like you to do what's called the lard factor. If you read here, and you can read along with me, I would like you to do this before you submit your paper to a peer to revise. In revising prose, Latham lambasts writers for composing sentences fattened with meaningless lard. Latham offers his paramedic method for cutting out a sentence's fat and reducing its lard factor. And if it goes through here, these are the principles that he uses in cutting out the lard. It will make it better. You will have better rhythm, balance, simplicity, and sometimes humor. In order to write, you have to hate adverbs. Okay, let me go through a few of these with you. Revising to enliven. Letting the force of the verbs, strong verbs, become absorbed into adverbial intensifiers weakens prose. Now I said strong verbs because when you use strong verbs, you do not need adverbs. So here, we can use adverbs and intensifiers to kick up our writing energy. Unfortunately, these speech parts just add more drag to our prose. Reducing adverbs and intensifiers on the other hand, puts the force where it belongs. Here are some of the intensifiers you would want to look for in your paper. Very, extremely, incredibly, exceedingly, remarkably, can be all eliminated because their meanings can be contained in the terms they modify. For example, a monster isn't very ugly, it's hideous, repugnant, or, well, monstrous. And a child's cheeks don't need to turn extremely red when they can turn scarlet. Nor does a woman need to walk away very quickly. If she walks away quickly or fast, we get the picture. The second step follows on the first. Eliminate adverbs altogether and let the verbs carry the full force. And we've discussed that before. Challenge is to X out all the intensifiers and other adverbs in your essay, replacing them with more forceful descriptors and verbs. And you can click here and it will tell you what an adverb is. Eliminating expletives. Static reverbs or B verbs deaden prose. Expletives often introduce these lifeless constructions. Avoid them whenever possible. Here's some examples. The term expletive refers to any word in English that contributes no real meaning to a sentence. Curse words and obscenities fall into this category because they express only the speaker's emotion, not a particular attribute of the subject itself, as in close the darn door, as opposed to close the barn door. Other meaningless filler words are the more benign, it and there. When they appear in such constructions as it is my opinion that, or there was a look in her eye that, when you see these words, look and see if you can change it. In other words, here you could say, in my opinion, the look in her eye, you don't need to say there was. And he gives you some examples here. The other thing is just to look again at the to be verb. All right. So those are things I want you to do on your paper, on your essay before you submit it to somebody else to read. Here's another example here. Take a sentence, look at words like this, like prepositions, and ask where the whom is cooking whom. In other words, you're trying to figure out if it's an active verb or a passive verb. Read this information here, and on the in the schedule, I have given you an example of how to do that also. When you write up your revision memo, and you will attach a revision memo to your final paper, which will be due next Monday. Please add in there the percentage of lard that you cut out from your essay. You can also ask your peer to do this too. Remember that revision is just that, to revision your paper.
That's all, folks.